a young kid that
And
has
the
some.
same with Rashford.
Same thing for Rashford. All the rejects are training together. Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, and then there's another one. They're all four training together. And but the problem with Sancho is that he just doesn't want to get paid less, and he'll never find a club
Yeah.
like that. He'll never find a club.
Who can blame him?
No, yeah, but I guess if you don't, that's fine. But your football career is done because you're going to be training with the reserves, and no, after your contract is up, you better save your money and invest it because you're not going to see a football club interested in somebody that hasn't played or been active for a couple of seasons, which is so that and that was my issue with when you were talking about Newcastle and you said that we don't have our salary cap is lower. Yeah, but that is you got to that's just you got to put things into perspective in context. They're overpaid for players that are worthless,
Yeah.
and you can argue Rashford is not part of that, but
Sancho is 25, and his contract currently takes him to June 26. So he's got a year to go.
Okay, yeah.
So if he can kick his heels for a year and then be a free agent next summer, he's still in the prime of his life, 26. And if he can do what certainly everybody thought he was capable of doing when Man United signed him, he's still got a lot of his career in front of him, and he's got a lot more millions in the bank.
Well, true.
So Sancho holds all the aces in that particular.
But the thing is, he's been rumored he's not going to get another contract like this, and maybe he's saying I'm going to hold on to this last year because I'm probably never going to see this money again, and that's fine. He's linked to Besiktas, and they have said they're not going to pay that amount of money, so he's either going to get down or we're not going to do a deal. But he's linked over.
Like I say, he's probably thinking, I don't give a toss. I'll just fanny about in the reserves and do my training with the reserves and 300 grand a week. And then come next June, I go for free. At the minute, Chelsea were being asked for £25 million for him. They're going to get him for free next season.
Yeah, there was a Dominican player that played for Real Madrid in a couple of years back, and he was signed to like 300,000 something crazy. It was Mariano. He was signed to some crazy wages, almost 400,000 for no reason, basically. A lot of money, and he said, screw it, I'm never going to see this money again. So he kept, and they didn't want him. I think he had like 2 or 3 seasons left. So they kept loaning him out to Valencia, to places here and there. He would not leave Real Madrid. He had offers to go for less money. He would never leave. And I guess that's one way of looking at it. It's easy for us to say you need to relinquish your contract, but with that kind of money that you can save your life in your future generations, it's kind of difficult. But in Buemo, Man United fans are going through what we went through right now, which is they complain about the lack of signings, the lack of getting deals done, the speed of how getting deals done. And now they're saying that we got the Buemo deal done because we went for Wissa, or Newcastle United are through the interest of Wissa, and Brentford said we're selling one, but not both. And so they went in heavily on Mbeumo, which I think 71 million is not a lot of money for Mbeumo. I think it's the right money for Mbeumo, should we say. And so, but they still are not, man. What's going on with Man United? They are far from the club, and they still got pull, as you said. They got a lot of pull, but they are nowhere near the club that they presume they should, where their fans think they should be at.
We've also heard that a lot of their sponsors, whose contract was coming to a close this season, are not prepared to pay the same sort of money for that sponsorship that they were when it was originally taken on. So their revenue, which is what's been able to keep them going, which is what's been able to finance the debt that they're in, because I think it's something like, the last time I looked, I think it was £140 million a year.
It's criminal.
It costs them to finance the debt.